Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
We welcome you to Castleton, North Dakota, and Cost Field on the site of Central Cass School. It's East Region Softball Playoff State Qualifier games today. 4 teams will represent the East Region. 2 of them are decided. Thompson, Central Cass, they're into the state tournament. They'll play for the region championship later tonight. Before that, we got 4 teams for 2 spots. Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. Northern Cass is game number 1. Grafton and Kindred Richland is game number 2. Here on yourliveevent.com, this is your Irie Insurance pregame show. We get started after this.
Without the burdens of home ownership, in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
This is your Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance for all your insurance needs. Visit them online, irieins.com. Cost Field, the site of the East Region Softball Playoffs for North Dakota Class B. If you're out here today, well, I suggest you maybe stop by the hardware store, get a good handful of nuts and bolts, something to weigh down your pockets, because it is blustery out today. Here is forecast saying could have wind gusts approaching that 60-mile-an-hour limit, and it is blowing, as you see in the backdrop, just gray, and that is all just dirt and dust from the fields and the everywhere else here that is blowing around. Balls hit whether they're up high, down low, basically anything outside of a grounder, and honestly the grounders are probably affected by it too, just hooking there. So certainly going to be an interesting day in the field today. And our day starts with 3 games, and it starts with the number 2 seed out of the Northeast region. That is Mayport CG Hatton Northwood, as they come in. A loss in the opening round game for them to Kindred Richland. Then they came back and defeated Pembina County North 18-8 yesterday to move to this state qualifying game. We talked more about yesterday's game, the 10-run victory in 6 innings, but not the outing that Coach Tim Spurgeon wanted to see for his Patriots. He talks about it as we begin our pregame coach's comments. Tim Spurgeon, head coach, Mayport CG Hatton Northwood Patriots softball. Coach's comments, Tim Spurgeon for Mayport CG Patriots softball. And Tim, state qualifying game. Real quick, let's go back to yesterday, that Pembina County North game, and didn't get the start you wanted to, but you sure finished strong in that one here. And what does that say that you were able to come back from that slow start to get the win?
it's a testament to the girls that they never give up. You know, we got down big early and just had a hard time getting the bats going, and then all of a sudden it was like, come out of the dugout, let's go through the lineup. And we went through the lineup. So they held strong, and we got it going. So.
Well, and you get to go again today, and state tournaments on the line. How do the girls feel about that? Are they feeling pressure?
I think they're pretty excited. We were in this position 2 years ago when I first took over. We were at a state qualifier game and didn't quite make it. I think it's different this year. I think we got a lot of young talent. I don't think the nerves are there quite like it was 2 years ago. I think we're ready to go.
The X factor right now is the wind here today, and it's not just on fly balls. It's going to be on everything from a throw across the diamond to even the pitching here are going to be affected by that today.
Yeah, it's the pitching, just the way it's coming across the diamond. Pitching, anything in the air is going to go from left to right. You know, infield's going to have to be aware of pop flies. Out in the outfield, turn around, get a beat on them if they can, and try to catch them because they are going to come back in. A lot of foul balls I see over on the right side, and we're just going to have to keep it on the ground, hard hit ground balls, and move.
Tim, thanks for the time. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Tim Spurgeon, head coach of Mayport CG Hatton Northwood fast pitch softball with our pregame coaches' comments as they get ready to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars. We'll talk with their head coach, Luke Bush, when we return. This is your IRA Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Pre-game coaches' comments as head of the state qualifier of this North Dakota Class B East Region softball tournament. Mayport CG Hatton Northwood and Northern Cass. Head coach for the Jaguars is Luke Bush. The Northern Cass Jaguars, and coach just coming off the win last night with a quick turnaround here with the first game of the day. How do you get the team to rebound and come out here looking to get to that state tournament?
Yeah, with Thompson, we lost that one. We played well. We were just talking, it was a quick game. We didn't get hits when we needed it. Our defense was there, and we did a great job pitching again. We got to focus on same thing as today, just controlling, getting our hits when we need to, and making plays.
You have some veterans who have been to this stage before. How are they leading the team?
Yeah, we talked a lot today. I talked a lot to my seniors, my juniors. It seems like we've got a lot of experience, but nobody got to play last year, which hurts us. But big focus for us is just relax, make the plays. We know what we need to do, and just make that happen.
Making plays might be a challenge today with the weather, the wind coming out, saying gusts up to 60 miles an hour. And how is that going to affect you and your team?
It's going to affect both teams, and we just have to focus on making our plays. The wind's going to have a factor. We're going to adjust as best as we can. Mayville has to play in the exact same wind as we do, so we just focus on controlling what we can, throw strikes, field the ball, hit, and play smart.
All right. That is the head coach, Luke Bush, for the Northern Cass Jaguars with our pregame coaches' counts. Lineups first pitch coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, There's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll-free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
This is your IRA Insurance pregame show. North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Tournament. Mayport, CG, Hatton, Northwood, and Northern Cass are opponents in game number 1 of 3 today. Let's get your starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. For Mayport CG, it will be Danica Hansen leading off, followed by Mesa Larson and Riley Satcham in the first 3 spots. Cleanup hitter is Raina Satcham. Isla Peterson bats 5th. Kylie Carpenter is in the 6th hole. Cora Gensrich in the 7th spot. Merritt Judish is bats 8th, and Ali Moan is the 9 hitter here today for Mayport CG, Hatton, Northwood. Teams did a coin flip there with our umpires before here just a couple minutes ago, and I think Mayport CG won, so I think they're the home team here today, but we'll find out here officially when teams take the field. Taking the field for the Northern Cass with the batting order will be Abby Richmond leading off, followed by Shelby Bring and Morgan Nelson in the first 3 spots. Cleanup hitter will be Cassie Paycheck. Emily Anderson bats 5th. Allie Slinger in the 6th hole. Eloise Sand is in the 7th spot. Mackenzie Anderson is in the 8th hole as the designated player today. Here as she is hitting for the left fielder, Addison Rust. And Grace Weibel is the number 9 hitter for Northern Cass here today. Looks like Northern Cass has the gear on. Mayport CG going to be the away team on our scoreboard here today as we see them coming out, part of our starting laps. Also for your lineup here today, umpires, Ryan Gallner behind the plate, Chad Mears, Mark Sandman in the field are umpires today. Your lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Find out more, including career opportunities, with American Crystal Sugar online, americancrystalsugar.com. YourLiveEvent.com. We thank you for joining us today for North Dakota Class B East Region softball play from Cost Field in Castleton. Game number 1, Mayport CG, Hatton, Northwood, and Northern Cass. Grafton and Kindred Richland will be game number 2, and the championship game tonight will be Thompson and Central Cass. State tournament on the line. The Patriots and the Jaguars. First pitch comes up next.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsborough. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsborough, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
As the wind whips through today, it's gonna play a factor today as we're seeing teams in warm-ups and everything else. It's gonna hook on you as the wind blowing in from the left field corner towards the first base bag, blowing in, blowing across the field. we're going to see how things work out this afternoon. But we're expecting 3 good matchups, and it begins with a pair of number 2 seeds. Out of the Northeast region, Mayport CG, Hatton Northwood, and out of the Southeast region, Northern Cass. Mayport CG will be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. So, yeah, we got that in right. Here, as Northern Cass will be the home team, they will be on defense first with Emily Anderson doing the pitching for the Jaguars. Cassie Paycheck behind the plate. Elise Sand is at first base. Abby Richmond at second. Morgan Nelson at short. Allie Slinger at third base. Addison Rust in left field. Shelby Bring in center. And Grace Weibel in right field here today. As our first pitch is across and called strike 1. Time of first pitch, 2:56 p.m. We're 4 minutes ahead of schedule. That's a way to start a day right. 0-1 off right now to Danica Hansen leading off for the Mayport CG Patriots. As the ball bounces off the turf here towards the catcher, Paycheck. Even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mesa Larson, Riley Satcham due up on deck in the hole to lead things off, top of inning number 1 today. Ball hit, sky to right field, drifting. That's hooking. That will go foul and out of play. Was looking good, like it was going to go down the right field line, but as we said, that wind, it's going to affect things today. Even just as walking to the field, wind kind of pushing you around a little bit here, so imagine what it's going to do to that softball. Pull the string on the changeup. Called strike 3, and 1 up, 1 down in the top of the first. Mesa Larson will now bat for Mayport CG, Hatton Northwood. Patriots here as the number 2 seed in the Northeast. Lost to the 3 seed out of the Southeast, Kindred Richland. That was a 3-1 game. Patriots had the bases loaded in the final inning, but couldn't get the runs across. It was also the game where they thought they were going to play 6 innings instead of 7. Had that 15-minute delay in between those 2 innings before everyone realized that, hey, it's only 6 innings. We got to play 7. Pitch 1 was ball 1 from Emily Anderson. And now pitch 2 is swung on, popped up, foul, out of play. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mayport CG yesterday falling behind 6-0 to Pembina County North early. So Grizzlies jumped out, but then the Grizzlies making some defensive miscues and allowing Mayport CG to go on a 18-2 run and win 18-8 in 6 innings yesterday. It's a big 9-run inning in the 5th inning for the Patriots that got them going. Pitch misses, bounces off the glove of Paycheck. It's 2-1. Now here's a ball tap, fall off the plate. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mesa Larson. Not only is the wind obviously blowing, but blowing the dust. Again, you can see the backdrop here yesterday. It was nice, picturesque blue, pretty clean skies. Here today, certainly blowing the dust and dirt around. That's going to get in your eyes and everything too. Plus when you're out there in the field and sweating and everything sticks to you a little bit more. So that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance for the players this afternoon as well. Pitch fall back, stays 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty, top of the first inning. Mayport CG Hatton Northwood at the plate. Here's the delivery, bounce to the plate, and full count to Mesa Larson for the Patriots. Emily Anderson pitched well last night in the loss to the Thompson Tommies, a 5-2 loss. But just couldn't get the bats going, and here the bats not needing to go as it's a walk for Mesa Larson. Puts her on base, and first runner of the game for the Patriots. Riley Satcham will bat now. Lefty steps in. And looked like she wanted to show bunt, but she pulls it back, and it's low for ball 1. Larson aboard at first base. See if they want to move her around. Might see a lot of small balls slap hitting here, trying to keep that ball low and on the turf here today. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to Riley Satcham, Raina Satcham on deck. The battery mates here today, the sisters. Here, pitching and catching for Mayport CG. 1-1, 1 out, offering here. Bunted at, pulled back. It's outside for a ball. 2-1. Two balls and a strike as Riley Satcham backs out, takes a practice cut, steps in, and now bunts this one in front of the plate, coming off the circle and throw down to first. Not in time. The throw from Anderson, and a sacrifice bunt ends up being a bunt single. Move the runner up, and starting to get the inning going here. Runners on first and second, one out for Raina Satcham. Raina batting from the right side. Waits the first pitch, takes a rip, pops it up, and will we have an infield fly? No, it drifts foul and out of play into the batting cage again. I thought that was going just to the second base side of first base, and it ends up not only out of play, but halfway into the batting cage there in between the two softball fields here back to back. It's a long way of saying strike one. Next pitch is held up, and it's called a ball. Coming in low from the right-handed throwing Emily Anderson for Northern Cass. Jaguars looking to get to the state tournament. So are the Patriots. This pitch is up high for ball two. 2-1. Coach Spurgeon down at third base. We're in the windbreaker today. I wonder if it's breaking here. Is this one headed towards shortstop in the air and ends up in right field? Ends up in right field. It's caught. Throw back in, and runners get back to their bases. Off the bat, that was going a fly ball towards left center. Ends up in right field. And out number two. Runners able to safely get back. Not only for the fielders, but for the runners to get a good gauge of where the ball's going, to know if the fielder's going to get to it today, as it is truly affecting all levels of the game. This pitch comes up high for a ball. 1-0 to Isla Peterson, playing first base for the Patriots, trying to plate the first run. Got a runner on first and second. Here she takes the pitch low for a ball. Ellie Carpenter on deck, hoping to get a whack at it. Emily Anderson, ready to rock and deliver. Swing and a miss. There's a strike one, 2 balls and a strike. Asa Larson, she's aboard at second base after walking. Moving to second on the infield single from Riley Satcham, who is at first base. Swing and a miss, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Who can come through in the clutch early for these two teams? 2-2 offer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners stranded on base for Mayport CG at Northwood. Patriots scoreless in their half of the first. Northern Cass makes their first trip to the plate when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Bottom of the first, Northern Cass coming to the plate. Abby Richmond, Shelby Bring, Morgan Nelson do up 1-2-3. Follow that with Cassie Paycheck, Emily Anderson, Allie Slinger, Louise Sand, Mackenzie Anderson, and Grace Weibel, the batting order for Northern Cass. For Mayport CG at Northwood, as we get Richmond striding into the batter's box, here comes the first pitch from Riley Satcham. It's popped up out of play over our heads behind the grandstand. And strike one. Riley Satcham pitching, Raina Satcham catching. Isla Peterson at first base, Mesa Larson at second. Cora Gensrich is at shortstop. Danica Hansen is at third base. For Mayport CG had Northwood. There's a strike called. Outfield of Kylie Carpenter in left field. There Judish in center and Allie Moan in right field for the Patriots. Here's the 0-2 offering, trying to clip the outside black. It's outside, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield, guarding the lines there at first and third. Again, trying to clip the outside black. Again, it's ball 2. Even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter, Abby Richmond. Dangerous hitter, of course, showing some pop in the bat on Friday night as she had the walk-off home run in the win over Grafton, that 8-7 victory. Full count, and the ball grounded left side. Stopped at shortstop by Gendrich. No throw. She'll eat it. And that will be a leadoff base hit. Good job to keep it from rolling into left field. Tough play to make there. She reached across her body with the glove just to stop the softball from getting by her. So leadoff runner on first, bunt shown here and laid down. Throw down to first is in time. Shelby Bring will sacrifice the runner over to second base as Abby Richmond now in scoring position at second. Well, there's the small ball for out number 1 and a runner into scoring position in a scoreless game, bottom of inning number 1. Let Morgan Nelson try and bring her around. Shortstop steps up. First pitch, she takes it outside edge for strike 1. Riley Satcham in the pitching circle, working quickly. The lefty delivers, and this one it is foul. Looked like it bounced off the top of the catcher's mask there of Raina Satcham. 0-2 count. Riley Satcham rocks and delivers. Called strike 3. Got her looking for her first strikeout today. And with 2 outs, runner on second base. Comes up to Cassie Paycheck. I want to say cash the paycheck every time. Every time. Here's ball 1. Squirts away from Satcham under the catcher. She recovers to it, but not in time as Abby Richmond safe at third on the pass ball. And the pitch was ruled a ball, so 1-0 the offering. Now just one station away as this one popped up, bounces off the top of the grandstand right back into the field of play. To get that quick thud there off the roof. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to the Jaguar catcher. It is swung through for strike 2. Well, Paycheck trying to come through. Got a runner on third. 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Ground ball, third base. It goes fall. Goes fall. Picked up by Hansen just wide of the third base bag. Outfield, of course, playing in very shallow here today, and it's almost like you have 2 right fielders. There's we see the center fielder Judish playing to the right field sign of that center field Central Cass logo, but doesn't matter. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base for Mayport CG at Northwood. And it's a scoreless first inning on your Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to HalsteadLivingCenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Top of inning number 2, Mayport CG Hatton Northwood Patriots will come to the plate. 6, 7, 8 hitters. Kylie Carpenter, Cora Gensrich, Merritt Judish to lead things off. Emily Anderson for Northern Cass. Gave up a hit, walked a batter, but struck out 2 and left both those runners on base in a scoreless first inning. Here she faces the bottom half of the Patriot order. And right away, a slinger at third base going to come about a third of, almost half the way in down that third base line. Run up expecting a slap bunt. She was almost at home plate when the ball got there for ball 1. Carpenter from the left side. She'll be probably looking to slap that down. She lays down a bunt. It's popped up and gets to the backstop. Fall ball, strike 1. 1-1 our offering. Yesterday, here for 4 games with YourLiveEvent.com. Nice sunny day. Got a little wind in the evening there, but the windows open for the press box. Nice breeze blowing through. Today, not a nice breeze, a big breeze, so closing the windows and keeping everything airtight as we can here today. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike now to the third baseman, left fielder, and swing and a miss for strike 2. Carpenter and trying to get on, be that leadoff base runner. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, 3 overall for Anderson in the pitching circle. That's going to bring up Gensrich. Shortstop for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. Here will be ground ball, tapped here in front of the plate, picked up by Paycheck, the catcher. Throw to first is in time. Gensrich is thrown out for out number 2. Here with 2 spots open here in the East region for the state tournament. Mayport CG had Northwood and Northern Cass, followed by our next game with Grafton and Kindred Richland. Thompson and Central Cass will play the championship game in Game 3 tonight. They are already advanced to the state tournament. So not only are teams trying to get in, but for the North and the South East regions, trying to get a little bragging rights on who gets more teams into that state tournament. Here's a pitch, called a ball to Merritt Judish. 1 ball, 1 strike is our count. As Merritt steps back in, awaits the pitch from Emily Anderson. It's fouled back to the backstop. Here's Anderson taking a little extra time here to get set for this one. Gets the pitch location and everything there. Looks over to the dugout and back onto the pitching rubber and lets it fly. And this one flies into left field down the line. It's going to be a 2-out base hit, taking the turn and checking, then going back to first base. Here will be a 2-out single for Judish. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, Allie Mohn, for Mayport CG at Northwood. Patriots trying to get a little 2-out base hitting here and see if they can get a couple on for the top of the order. Pitch up high for a ball. Mohn from the right side of the plate, playing right field today. Judish on first base. See if they want to play a little game here at first is Paycheck as she catches the swing and a miss strike. Getting out of that crouch and staring down at her at first base like, I'm ready to zip it down there. You better get back to the bag. Judish does. Here's the 1-1 offering, and it's called strike 2. So the ball and 2 strikes. Allie Moan trying to put a ball in play, extend the inning for the Patriots here in the top of inning number 2. Pitch turns away. It's up high for ball 2. Judish there bouncing between first and second, gets back to that first base bag. Top of the order, Danica Hansen on deck. Emily Anderson delivers the pitch. Low in the turf. And we're going to go full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter with 2 outs in the top of inning number 2. Emily Anderson steps on to the pitching rubber and steps off. There's probably because that gust of wind blows through and she doesn't want to throw a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs during a big gust of wind. You want to have a little bit of control on where you're going to throw it. And this wind not dying down immediately. And now she's on the rubber to rock and throw. It comes up high, ball 4. No. They take the runner out. No, now they got it correct, saying it's ball 4. They're saying it was ball 4. They take the runner at second to saying out, but our home plate umpire reminds everyone, hey, that is ball 4. She is allowed second base as she will advance on the full count walk to the number 9 hitter, Allie Moan. Not what you want to have with 2 outs in the inning. There to extend it and bring up the top of the order. Thought I had the count wrong or something, but nope, everyone just got a little excited. Danica Hansen now bats with 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch up to the backstop. Runners will advance up a base on the wild pitch. Judish goes to third. They throw down to third, try and tag her. She's safe. So 2 in scoring position for Mayport CG. Can Hansen come through with a big hit for the Patriots? This one fouled to the backstop for strike 1. Yesterday, first 3 innings, Patriots loaded the bases in all 3 innings, but weren't able to get a run until the 3rd inning when they got 2 of them in. Trying to get 2 in here in the second with a 2-out hit. It's into center field. It's curving, then drifting over towards second base, and in on the turf. It's caught by Abby Richmond. Richmond guides it into the glove for the pop-out, and that is out number 3. So Mayport CG strands 2 on the base as it passes. They get no runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. After 1.5 complete on your Golden Harvest Team Gazette seat sales scoreboard, we're scoreless on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Emily Anderson leads things off. Strike 1 called. Riley Satcham delivering the pitch for Mayport CG had Northwood. It's the pitcher for Northern Cass, Emily Anderson, back into the box. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Allie Slinger, Eloise Sand. The batters due up in this second inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sent down stringing. That's 3 straight strikeouts. Here for Riley Satcham at the circle. Allie Slinger comes up. First pitch to her is called ball 1. This is North Dakota Class B East Region Softball from Cost Field in Castleton. On yourliveevent.com as we get a ground ball back to the pitcher Satcham. She'll lightly toss over to Peterson at first. And a quick 2 outs for Northern Cass. Also have Region 2 baseball on the video stream with yourliveevent.com. Was that top of the 4, Joe? It was tied 1-1 between Hatch, Northwood, and Mayport CG. Yeah, top 4, tied 1-1 over there. Bottom 2, scoreless here in Region Softball. Strike 1 to Sant, then swing and a miss, strike 2. Thatcham trying for the 3 up, 3 down. And the pitch is swing and a miss. There she gets it. Strikes out 2, doesn't allow a base runner. Through 2 innings complete, we're scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
2, 3, 4 hitters. Larson, Satcham. Mesa Larson lead things off for Mayport CG Haddon Northwood. Northern Cass here delivers the pitch and ground ball to second base. 1 pitch, 1 out. Economical way to start the top of the 3rd inning. There's Abby Richmond, tosses over to Louise Sand there at first. Brings up Riley Satcham. For Mayport CG, she's 1 for 1 today with an infield single. She'll try and lay down a bunt. Ball comes up high, can't get it down, and it is strike 1. There, so 0-1 to the Patriot pitcher. Her sister Raina on deck. Ball bounced to the plate, even count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to determine if it's lighting up or if there's just less dust blowing through in the background right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one catches the outside zone. And just on our way here today, compared to driving through blowing snow where it's going across the road and all of a sudden you're in no visibility. Pitch inside, too far inside. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's Riley Satcham trying to get aboard with a 2-2 count, 1 down, top of inning number 3, scoreless. Winner of this game goes to the state tournament. Outside, held off of it for the ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the full count offering. Lost her with ball 4. So Riley Satcham reaches base for the 2nd time. Raina Satcham up now. She's 0 for 1 today. Flew out on a ball that looked like it was heading towards shortstop and ended up in the glove of the right fielder. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch. Up high for a ball. Raina Satcham, cleanup hitter in that 4 spot. Isla Peterson on deck for Mayport CG Haddon Northwood. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw down to second is not in time. As we're waiting for the call from our umpire, and he says, nope, just under the tag. Stolen base for Riley Satcham. 1 ball, 1 strike is our count to Raina Satcham, now with the runner in scoring position at home plate. And now Coach Luke Bush coming out to talk with our umpires. Here trying to, I think he thought the tag was applied before the slide and just trying to get a clarification, I believe. And he gets it. Aaron heads back to the dugout. So after a quick timeout, let's resume play. 1 ball, 1 strike, our count. 1 out, runner on second base. Raina Satcham at the plate. For Mayport CG, Adam Northwood. Emily Anderson delivers, and this pitch fouled back out of play. Northern Cass trying to rebound again against the loss to the Thompson Tommies last night. 5-2 game. Pitch missing up high for a ball. And Anderson pitching that one. Pitched well. Tommy's just able to scrape together a couple balls in play in a row. Up high. This one's a ball to fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. After she went full to Riley Satcham, she's now a full count to Raina Satcham. Runner on second base. And the rock and deliver, and this one popped up infield coming over, and Anderson able to catch it, throw down to second, and it goes into center field, but knocked down, and Riley Satcham is going to stay at second base. There, so Emily Anderson gloves it for the out. That's out number 2. Riley Satcham holds up on second, even though the ball bounced off the glove of there, but into center field. Good job by Shelby Bring to be backing up the play and get into it quickly enough to keep the runner from advancing. Isla Peterson was a strikeout victim her first time up. She's back at the plate. She'll swing and miss for strike 1. Here, just 2 hits so far today for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. Infield single by Riley Satcham back in the first, and then a Judish 2-out single in the second. 1-1 offering. Bounces away from the catcher Paycheck, but she gets to it quickly. It's called ball 2, so 2 balls and 1 strike. To the number 5 hitter, Peterson, with Kylie Carpenter on deck. Peterson got that front foot up in the top of the box. Wanted to be in very close, trying to get that ball right away. Sometimes you see where they want to be back in the box and run up and slap it, and here she wants to be there up close where she can get a nice line drive, not swing underneath it and pop it up. This pitch is fall back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second with 2 outs. Peterson awaits the pitch and swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her swinging and strand that runner on second base. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. Northern Cass will bat when we come back. Bottom of inning number 3 in a scoreless ball game. Your Tim Kazette Seat Sales Scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Kenzie Anderson holds up on the check swing. Ball 1 from Riley Satcham. Anderson, Weibel, Richmond, 8-9-1 batters. Here's a strike across. 1-1 now the count to the designated hitter, designated player today, Kenzie Anderson for Northern Cass. She'll take for ball 2. There's Anderson hitting for Russ, the left fielder for the Jaguars. She'll swing through that one, not make contact. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riley Satcham, already with 4 strikeouts in the game so far. Looking for number 5 on the 2-2 offering. Called strike 3. There is number 5. That's the second one that she's got looking. She's induced 3 swing and miss strikeouts. Right fielder Grace Weibel now bats as Weibel pitch fouled off and out of play. Look out there, Kindred Richland warming up in the auxiliary field. That one scatters them around their soft toss BP. We'll play next against the Grafton Spoilers. Ground ball off the glove of Satcham over to second base. Larson picks and fields over to Peterson at first, and the ground out, which will technically now go 1-4-3. So it just glanced off the glove of Satcham for out number 2. Top of the order, Abby Richmond. First pitch followed to the backstop for strike 1. Richmond singled, leading off the bottom of the first inning. Went to second on a sacrifice, went to third on a pass ball. But a pair of strikeouts to end the inning by Satcham. Kept her there as the ball hit left field and going in and then just dying. It will land in safely, and it's a 2-out single. There's the wind killed that one. To left field. Carpenter there trying to get a read on it. Lands in front of her. And Richmond aboard for his second hit today. Shelby Bring comes up. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's a called strike. Throw down to second is into center field and away from the center fielder. Judish will track it down, but not before advancing to third. And the throw comes in offline, but knocked down by Hanson. So Richmond will steal second, then be safe at third on a throwing error. And first run of the game stands at third. Swing and a miss for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Riley Satcham trying to do what she did in the first inning. That's strike out the batter with the runner on third. Swing and a miss, she does. Gets out of the jam with her 6th strikeout of the game. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base through 3 complete or scoreless. Your Golden Harvest. Tim Kazette, Seed Sales Scoreboard on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a Young Savers Club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
Top of the fourth inning. Wind blows through. Again, continuing to blow from that left field corner towards the first base bag. Actually, a little bit more now towards home plate than the first base bag as the flag down there in left field whips around. Ball 1 to Kylie Carpenter. Ball 2 to Kylie Carpenter. For Gensrich, Merritt Judish. Next two batters in the order for Mayport, CG, Haddon, Northwood, the 6, 7, 8 batters here in this fourth inning. Still looking for our first run in this state qualifier. Up high, ball 3 from Emily Anderson. He looks to bring it down into the zone. See if she can come back from a 3-out count to the leadoff hitter. Left fielder, Kylie Carpenter. And she does catch the black on the outside for strike 1. Emily Anderson pitching, Cassie Paycheck catching. Eloise Sandin at first base, Abby Richmond at second, Morgan Nelson at short, Allie Slinger is at third base. Madison Rust there in left field, Shelby Bring in center, and Grace Weibel in right field. Ball 4 gets the backstop. Runner will get down to first base. Carpenter will look and see that Paycheck has it. She won't try and advance at all on that. She'll be aboard. Leadoff walk. Here, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th base runner for Mayport CG as this ball popped up and off the backstop for strike 1 for Cora Gensrich. 5 runners stranded on base through the first 3 innings for Mayport CG Haddon Northwood. The Patriots have had 1 runner get towards third. Pitch up and fouled away. 0-2. Emily Anderson trying to pitch away from a leadoff walk. She does have 4 strikeouts here today with 1, 2, 3, 4 walks given up. And that pitch misses for ball 1. So the 6 base runners for the Patriots, 2 on hits, 4 on walks, none have scored. 0-0 in the top of inning number 4. Anderson rocks, delivers, called, strike 3. Gensrich looking, and that brings up Merritt Judish. Center fielder singled to left field her first time up. That was with 2 outs in inning number 2. She went as far as third base, and it's as far as she got. She'll take the first pitch, and it's rolled a ball. Number 9 hitter, Allie Moen on deck. Then it's the top of the order. 1 down, runner on first. Time called here. Here is Anderson starting to go in the pitching motion before Judish had gone back in the batter's box fully, had that front foot, that left foot still outside the box. Now she's in. Anderson gets onto the pitching rubber. And here's the rock and deliver. Up high, runner goes, throw down to second is in time! Paycheck throws out Carpenter, and that's out number 2, erasing that runner off the base path. Carpenter out. Caught stealing. Good throw from Paycheck. Almost looked like when you're golfing and you play the wind a little bit. Looked like she started to throw that a little bit towards the shortstop side and curved it in towards that second base bag. So 2 out, bases cleared now. Pitch is a swing and a miss for a strike. I believe it's 1-2. Thought that caught stealing there was a strike. We'll get in. We'll see here on the delivery from Anderson to Judish. And that one bounced and hit her. So that will be Hit by pitch, and the runner aboard at first base. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Allie Moan. Worked a walk in her first at-bat. Full count walk, actually. On ball 4, the runner went and throw down to second, tagged the runner, but everyone started to come off the field, and home plate umpire's like, nope, ball 4. So keep the inning going. But Patriots are unable to do anything with it. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike. With 2 outs, and a runner on first base. Anderson got helped out by her defense, throwing out a runner. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Throw down to first is not in time. Runner gets back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Allie Moan. Emily Anderson looking to end this top of the 4th, get the Jaguar bats on the field. Called strike 3. Got her looking. There's Anderson. Picks up her 6th strikeout in the game. And through 4.5 innings complete on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seat Sales scoreboard, 0-0 our score between the Mayport CG Hat Northwood Patriots and the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jaguars bat when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
0-0 our score going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Our in-game update from Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Ryan Opdahl, Rich Gerke, 701-436-5777. For Home Auto Farm Business Insurance, it was with Ryan and Rich at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. While our game summary here for the Mayport CG Patriots, they've been up to the plate 4 times in this one. They have a total of 2 hits. They've also had 4 walks and a hit batter, but unable to get any of those runs in as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts for Emily Anderson in the pitching circle for Northern Cass. Likewise for Riley Satcham as she delivers strike 1 and ball 1 to Morgan Nelson. She's done equally as well in her pitching circle as just 2 hits given up, both to Abby Richmond. Other than that, she's struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Ground ball fall out of play. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Morgan Nelson, the number 3 hitter, followed by the 4 and 5 batters, Cassie Paycheck and Emily Anderson. Here's the Jaguars look to get a runner on, but swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's strikeout number 7 in the game for Riley Satcham. Now Cassie Paycheck will come up, and her first pitch lined here into center field, tracking it, and in front of the glove, just drops right in front of Judich. There she'll get a 1-out single. Just couldn't quite get to it, and we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher. Paycheck, as it will be number 2, Abby Weibel, coming in to run. So Abby Weibel, the courtesy runner at first base for Cassie Paycheck, the catcher who got aboard with the 1-out single. And that brings up the pitcher, number 4, Emily Anderson. Strikeout victim, 0 for 1 in her previous at-bat. She'll swing and miss. And that is 0-1 the count. Satcham, good ability behind the plate. See if they want to send Weibel the runner, try and get her into scoring position on a quick 0-2 hole to Emily Anderson. Pitch, ground ball towards short. Pick, toss underhand towards second for 1. Relay to first for not in time. Anderson is board at first on a fielder's choice. So the 6'4" putout puts out Abby Weibel there at second base, and Emily Anderson is aboard with the fielder's choice, and we're going to get a courtesy runner coming in for her. And that looks to be Jalbert? Tess Jalbert. Yep, there we go. Number 18 in to run. First pitch, fouled back. There, and that's strike one to Allie Slinger. Slinger delivered a RBI last night. Here's a quick pick play back to Ford's first. Runner dives back in safely after a swing and a miss for strike two. Slinger had to hope to get the first runs across for Northern Cass last night and lost to Thompson. Trying to do so here today. As this pitch popped up, back out of play. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first base. Bottom of inning number 4. Coach Bush down at third saying, all right, let's go. Clap the hands. And the pitch, bounce to the plate here. And the throw down to second. The runner's off is not in time. Tess Jalbert steals her way into scoring position. 1-2 our count is. To the right hand hitting third baseman for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Ball 2 evens up the count. 2-2 from the lefty Riley Satcham pitching. Raina Satcham behind the plate. Isla Peterson at first base. Mesa Larson at second. Cora Gensrich at shortstop. Danica Hansen at third. Kylie Carpenter in left. Merritt Judish in center. And Allie Moan in right field. And this one is fouled away down the first base line. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rock and deliver. This one tapped towards first, and Peterson will field, take a couple steps over, 3 unassisted to end it, and that keeps the runner from getting past second base. Through 4 innings complete. Mayport CG had Northwood, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 6 runners left on base. Northern Cass Jaguars, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base. We're scoreless after 4 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at Enbridge.com/Line3US.
Top of the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Patriots. And the first pitch grounded back towards the pitcher. Emily Anderson will knock it down, pick it back up, throw over to first, and Danica Hansen is out on a first pitch ground out. Brings up Mesa Larson. Riley Satcham on deck for Mayport CG. Larson is 0 for 1 today, walked and grounded out, making her third trip to home plate with the stick. From the left side, she'll watch the first pitch, called strike number 1. Winner of this game goes on to the state tournament representing the East region. This one grounded back to Anderson, gets under her glove, over to second base, Abby Richmond, quick throws, not in time. In play off the glove, it will be a single for Larson and bring up Riley Satcham. Riley Satcham is 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. Trying to get on board for the third time this afternoon. First pitch to her, popped up here and in play and caught by the charging third baseman, Allie Slinger. For a moment there, I thought we might have a collision, but Slinger got to it. And the soft pop out for number 2. Brings up Raina Satcham. She's 0 for 2 today with a pair of flyouts. One to right field and one back to the pitcher. This one popped up and drifting towards right field again and caught on the hook by Weibel over in right field. So the infield single does no damage. It's a pair of flyouts and the inning for Mayport CG had Northwood. Bottom of inning number 5, scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Elise Sand will lead us off. She's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Then Mackenzie Anderson and Grace Weibel. First pitch, fly into left field, coming in, charging in, and unable to make the catch as it lands fair. And then actually rolled over into foul territory. Was it touched before it was picked up? They say fair ball, and it's going to be a leadoff double. Leadoff double on a blooper into left field. Sand is aboard in scoring position for Northern Cass. This scoreless state qualifying game. Mackenzie Anderson now coming up, trying to move her along. First pitch is up high for a ball. Mayport CG had Northwood and Northern Cass, game number 1. Game number 2, Grafton and Kindred Richland, followed by the East Region Championship game, Thompson and Central Cass. Both Thompson and Central Cass are advancing to the state tournament next week. The 2 winners will advance as well as we get a strike call for a 2-1 count. Over in the West region, those games are getting underway just about right now. In Minot, it will be West Hope, Newburgh, Bottineau versus Beulah, and Wilton Wing versus Velva in the state qualifier games. Both those are supposed to get underway here in about 5 minutes. Then the championship will be Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood, Kenmure, Bowbells versus Delax, Burlington. Swing and a miss on a full count. Strikeout. Strikeout swinging, and for Riley Satcham here today, that is strikeout number 8. So 1 down. Satcham trying to pitch around a leadoff double. She'll deliver a strike 1 to Grace Weibel. Weibel for 1 today with a ground out. Satcham lets it rock and fly here, right side in foul territory, chasing up against the fence and drifting out of play. Fall ball. No balls, 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter. Weibel, Grace Weibel. Abby Richmond on deck. Riley Satcham looking for the punch out. Rock deliver, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9. So 2 down. Abby Richmond comes up, and she has 2 of the 4 hits today for Northern Cass. Looking to pick up number 3. Pair of singles for her as the first pitch outside, backhanded behind the plate by Raina Satcham for Mayport CG at Northwood. And this one fouled off the bat and looked like it went off the shin of Richmond. Even count now, 1 ball and a strike. 2 down, runner on second base after Sand reached on the leadoff double. Check swing went too far. It's called a strike. 1-2. Satcham trying to get out of here with back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. She does as she gives up a leadoff double and then strikes out the side. 10 strikeouts in the game for Riley Satcham in the pitching circle. We'll be up to Eiley Peterson, Kylie Carpenter, Cora Gensrich when we come back. Top of the 6th inning, scoreless on your liveevent.com.
At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Top of inning number 6, Mayport CG at the plate, and the first pitch is watched in for ball 1 to Isla Peterson, Kylie Carpenter, and Cora Gensrich. Due up for the Patriots, trying to get some runs going. Just 3 hits, but 7 runners left on base. And for Mayport CG at Northwood, just 1 runner advancing as far as third base. Neither team with the chance to take advantage of some great scoring opportunities yet. Probably our best one was last half inning, when Northern Cass led off with a double, but then Riley Satcham sent down the next 3 batters on strikeouts. Here to erase that opportunity. 2-1 offering up high, ball 3. To Peterson, the first baseman, trying to reach for the first time today. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Both pitchers pitching well. I mentioned Satcham with 10 strikeouts. Anderson has 6 here today. Swing and a mix. Make it 7. Nope, sorry, that was only strike 2. Never mind. Still at 6. Got ahead of myself. Possibly. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Emily Anderson rocks and delivers. That's strike 3. Can tell the future. Let's go buy a lottery ticket. Strikeout number 7 for Anderson in the circle. Infield comes in after a little around the horn. High fives. Let's go now with the 6 and 7 batters coming up. Kylie Carpenter, left fielder, is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a walk. Infield playing in. And taking the first pitch, low for a ball. Pitch count for Anderson now at 90 pitches. No pitch count limit in softball, but good just to kind of see how those pitches are coming across and how, if the batters are patient, you're going to deep counts here. She's shown 50 through the zone, 41 outside the zone now, as here comes pitch number 92, bounce to the plate. I'll make it 2 balls and a strike to Carpenter, who will score the first run of the game at this stage in the 6th inning. If you do, you got a good chance to go to the state tournament. 3 balls and a strike. 1 down, bases empty. Carpenter waits the pitch. We'll see if she's got the take sign on. And it's called a ball 4. So take your base down to first. Anderson, that's her 5th walk. She's also hit 1 batter. But as mentioned, she's left the runners on the base path. First pitch, ground ball, past third base over to short, and misplayed at short by Nelson, and everyone's safe. There, she got a little ahead of herself, didn't watch the ball in the glove, and glanced off the bottom of it. There's the E6. There, puts 2 runners on. 1 out. Merritt Judish coming up. She's 1 for 1 today. She singled and was hit by a pitch. Pitch to her. She's trying to bunt it and can't get it down. For strike 1. Tried to reach up on that rising ball and get it some bat on ball there at the eye level. Unable to do so. So 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Watched in for ball 1. Runner on second is Kylie Carpenter. Cora Gendrich aboard at first. After a walk and an error by the Jaguars, their first error of the game. Here's a ground ball towards first base. Only play is at first and 3 unassisted. Move the runners up, so a productive out number 2. You'll take that. And a chance for Allie Moan, the right fielder, number 9 hitter. 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. And trying to be a run producer in the 9 spot. First pitch comes inside, nearly hit her. Ball 1. Carpenter and Gensrich both won't run well enough. That anything to the outfield or even a pass ball, very likely to move them around, score some runs. Pitch bounced to the plate, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Sun is trying to peek out here today as it's come out a little bit more the last inning and a half. Still just windy and blowing through. Pitch up high for ball 3. 3-0 to the number 9 hitter with the top of the order on deck, and Danica Hansen salivating the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance with 2 outs and the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. We'll see what happens. There's a called strike across, makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Here, so Allie Moen. It looked like she had that take sign on for her there. There's Coach Spurgeon, no signs given. Probably a take sign here. No, she'll swing through it. And that's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Moan and Anderson. Mano a mano right here. Can contact be made? Here's the rock end delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got out of the jam. No runs come across from Mayport CG Hat Northwood. They strand 2 more. That's 9 in the game. They've left on the base path. And we're scoreless. 0-0. Your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sales scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Bottom of inning number 6. Northern Cass at the plate. Trying to score a run and then come through defensively in the top of the 7th and go to the state tournament. 2, 3, 4 hitters. Shelby Bring, Morgan Nelson, Cassie Paycheck at the plate. Bring swings a miss at the first pitch. 0-1. Now this pitch popped back out of play. 0-2. So an early 0-2 hole. And with nobody on base to lead off hitter, pitch goes outside for a ball. That's where Satcham has pitched well in this one. She's sent down the last 3 batters she faced by strikeout. Here's a ball here in center field, chasing after it, and off the glove in center field of Judish, and it will be aboard on a base hit. Yeah, that ball tailing away. Tough to make. Great effort to get the glove on it. We'll call that a base hit on the official scorebook, or my official scorebook. Now a bunt here to move her into scoring position. Well placed. Mishandled on the pitcher, Satcham, coming off. And that will be an error there, as moving the runner into scoring position and getting on base himself. Satcham just had it and dropped it. So 2 on, and Cassie Paycheck comes up now. First, though, Reyna is going to talk to Riley as the Satchams meet out in the pitching circle. Here, Paycheck. Big bat here in the 4 hole, and don't necessarily want to tell her to not swing away, but at the same time, if you could move the runners up with a sacrifice, would have a good chance to get that run across. Here, she's going to take the first pitch for a ball. Strides in here today. 1 for 2 today with the strikeout single. The ball hit into center field. Going back. It's trouble. It's trouble. It's over the head. They're going to score at least 1 as they will wave, bring around third base coming in to score. Ball bounces away. Cut off. No one's covering home, but a good reaction by Hansen to get down, cover home plate from third base and keep the runner from advancing. So an RBI single scores Shelby Bring. Morgan Nelson goes to third base. And the Northern Cass Jaguars strike first in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shelby Bring scores. Morgan Nelson to third, and also Cassie Paycheck going safe at second on the throw. So Jaguars trying to keep the inning going. Pop up here, foul territory. First base side, drifting out of play, fall. It's Emily Anderson trying to give herself a little cushion for the top of the 7th. After her team came through and got the run here in the 6th. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Abby Weibel is in running at second base as well for Paycheck. Here's the pitch off the edge for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Emily Anderson. Allie Slinger on deck. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Popped up and out of play. Northern Cass taking advantage of, well, the ball that just missed being caught in center field, landed in front, and then a misplay on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Here's the ball hit right field, drifting and tailing and holding on for the catch. Runner will come in from third and score on a sacrifice fly. Ball gets away, no extra advancement from Weibel. And Emily Anderson with the sacrifice fly to right field. Brings in a run, makes it 2-0. Morgan Nelson scores. Courtesy runner Abby Weibel aboard at third. 1 down. Allie Slinger, she'll take it to fly ball here and see if she can get the same result to bring in 1 more run. First pitch, ball 1. There's Riley Satcham cruising through the first 5 innings. Got to her here in the 6th. Ground ball towards third. Peterson picks it up. 3 unassisted for 1, but it's an RBI on a ground out. And that brings in the run, makes it 3-0. There's the courtesy runner. Weibel scores. Now batting. We will have, Louise Sand will bat. As Elise 1 for 2 today with a strikeout, and she doubled down left field her last at bat. Strike one. Now ball hit high center field, tailing towards right field, going over, and a collision. A collision. The ball bounces down fair and aboard at second base. So an error there for Patriots defense, as don't call it out in the outfield. And inning will continue. Coach Spurgeon coming out, talking out to his team. He'll bring him in, talk things over. 2 out, bottom of inning number 6 when we return on YourLiveEvent.com. Your Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard. Northern Cass leads Mayport CG Haddon Northwood 3-0. We're just going to stay right here because it was a quick timeout, and I took too long. It's a lot of words to say. So, not a lot of words said there in the pitching circle. Here, as there's 2 outs in this bottom of the 6th inning. And Northern Cass at the plate, trying to continue the inning with a runner in scoring position at second base. Here's the ball hit, fall back to the backstop. Here from Kenzie Anderson. She's 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. 0-2 offering, low for a ball. Runner on second, 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Fault tip held on to it. Therefore, out number 3. But the damage done for Northern Cass. They take the lead 3-0. Now 3 outs for Mayport CG to get those 3 runs back, or the game is over. We'll have it for you here. Top of the 7th coming up on YourLiveEvent.com. Will be Mayport CG with the top of the order, needing 3 runs to continue their season. Trailing 3-0 in the top of the 7th. Northern Cass plated their 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Emily Anderson trying to shut the door and send her team to the state tournament. She'll deliver the first pitch for ball 1. Danica Hansen, Mesa Larson, Riley Satram due up for Mayport CG. Here's the offering, held up, and it's ball 2. Northern Cass taking advantage of a couple defensive errors by Mayport CG last inning. A couple timely hits and got their runs in. Sacrifice fly produced a run as well. And 3-0 to the first batter, Danica Hansen. Needing base runners, you'd assume the take sign would be on all the way here for the Patriot third baseman. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. 3-1. Hansen today 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. So you're saying she's due. Here's the 3-1 offering. And this one flared here. It will be picked up at short. Throw over to first. Took her off the bag, but Giddenden recovering. Sand gets that foot back down, and it's out number 1. Mesa Larson will bat. 1 for 2 today. Walked, grounded out, and singled in her 3 trips. Infield, playing in at third base. First pitch popped up, fouled out of play. 0-1 to Mesa Larson. You got the tying run still in the hole. So you just got to get on base. Time here called, and now the 0-1 offering. Ooh, comes up inside to get out of the way. Ball one. Emily Anderson. Only given up 3 hits so far, and also stranded 9 runners on base. Here's the pitch, ground, fly ball here, line drive. That's one of the words I'm looking for. It'll roll all the way to the fence in left center field. Taking the turnaround first, going to second, taking the turn. She's going to dig for 3. Throw will come into third base, gets by her, and safe at third. Mesa Larson legs out a triple to get into scoring position. That brings up Riley Satram. Still have that tying run on deck. With 1 out, infield playing in at third. Halfway down the line, Allie Slinger awaits here. The pitch is up high for a ball. Riley Satram 1 for 2 today with a single, a walk, and then a fly out last time up. Raina Satram on deck. Swing and a miss. For a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in a 3-0 ball game, top of the 7th. Bayport CG had Northwood trailing. Pitch misses for a ball. And the trip to the state tournament on the line. Bayport CG has a runner on third base for just the 3rd time today. They have not got the runner past third base. Trying to do so here in the 7th. There's a ball up high for ball 3, 3-1. Bayport CG had the bases loaded against Kindred Richland on Friday in the 7th inning. Could not come through with the hit they needed and lost 3-1. Here's a ball 4 to load first base. Put runners on the corners for Raina Satram to come up. Paycheck, the catcher, comes out, gives the defense the signs. And with runners on the corners here, and likely to see Riley Satram in motion trying to get her into scoring position. She'll go on the first pitch. It's a hit and run. It's popped up, but then drifts behind home plate and twisting around. Paycheck trying to go after it, ends up into the fence, and it's a foul ball. Coming back and doing it again. That one just got up into the wind, and it pushed it back. Raina Satram 0 for 3 today with 3 flyouts. Here she'll ground one towards short. Here's the play to first, and they'll trade an out for a run. Fielder's choice ground out. For out number 2. So Mesa Larson scores, and Riley Satram goes to second base. Tie and run still at the plate now with 2 outs in the 7th. Isla Peterson 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. She'll swing and miss at the first pitch. Bayport CG at the plate, Northern Cass in the field. Can see the Jaguar fans excited. Here's this pitch, misses for a ball. 1 out away from advancing to the state tournament. Emily Anderson on the pitching rubber and delivers this one. Popped out of play. Makes it now 1-2 to their last strike. Patriots trying to extend the 7th inning. Bring up that tying run. or get the tying run on base. Delivery is popped back out of play. Next game will be Grafton and Kindred Richland. They will face off next. Winner of that one will go to the state tournament as well. 1-2 offering. Ooh, good eye. Locate it low. Even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kylie Carpenter looking for a chance. She's on deck. Kylie Peterson at the plate, and this one flared into right center field. It will get by the center fielder. A run will score. Peterson will take the turn at first, go to second base. She will coast in with an RBI double. Down 0-2, works it even, and then gets an RBI double to put the tying run in scoring position. And Kylie Carpenter will get that chance. A fun game we're having here today in this opener. Scoreless through the first 5.5. Northern Cass got 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Now Mayport CG had Northwood with 2 in the top of the 7th and the tying run on second base with 2 outs. Fun game. Don't forget, fun coming up at the Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 23rd through the 26th. Visit normancountyfair.com. Free entertainment, music, racing, carnival on the Midway, fair food and more. It's where summer begins and the fun never ends at the Norman County Fair. June 23rd through the 26th in Ada, Minnesota. Mark your calendars. So 2 outs, and here's the first pitch to Kylie Carpenter. Called ball 1. Isla Peterson, that runner on second base in scoring position, is the tying run. Anderson delivers this pitch, popped up, and it will drift out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carpenter today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's also walked twice. She's also thrown out trying to steal second base on a good throw from Paycheck behind the plate. 1-1 goes outside, squirts away from the catcher, but stays in front of Paycheck and will keep the runner from advancing. 2 balls and a strike. Should Carpenter reach, Cora Jendrich is on deck, or scheduled on deck for Mayport CG. A pitch up high for ball 3. 3-1 to the left fielder, Carpenter. She would be the go-ahead run if she can reach and come around to score. The pitch up high for a ball 4, so the go-ahead run aboard at first base. And we'll have Cora Jendrich coming up. Jendrich, well, seeing if she can come through with a little hero ball now. Ball to the gap. Big gap if you can find a way to hook it right with the wind between left field and center field. If it goes that way, it's getting to the wall. First pitch to her takes a big rip but can't connect. Strike 1. 0 for 3 with a ground out, a strikeout, and reached on error. Cora steps back in. 0-1 the count. Anderson delivers the pitch up high, swing and a miss for strike 2. And once again, Patriots are down to their last strike. Isla Peterson was down to her last strike, and she ended up getting an RBI double. She's aboard at second base, representing the tying run in the top of the 7th. Anderson rocks and delivers. Ground ball past the infield. They'll take the turn at third. We're going to come in, throw to the plate. It's going to be high. It's away. Runners will advance up to third, and the go-ahead run is now at third base. 2-strike hitting coming through in this inning. We get a single up the middle. Peterson comes in to score. Then Carpenter goes to third on a throwing error. And Gensrich falls behind her at second base. So Merritt Judish will bat now with the go-ahead run aboard at third. Where was all the offense earlier today? This pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Couldn't get any runs in our first 5.5 innings. Now we've got 3 each in the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th. Northern Cass will try and limit the damage that they have to do in the bottom half to walk off as a winner. Also, I'm just going to say it, Abby Richmond is batting second in the top or in the bottom of the 7th. She does have 2 walk-off homers on the year. I don't think she's going to get a walk-off homer here today because of the wind, but if she did, wow. 1 ball, 1 strike count. To Merritt Judish. Swing and a miss for a 1-2 count now. 2 down, 2 runners on. Here in this top of the 7th, 3 runs have come in to score to tie the game up. Kindred, Richland, and Grafton waiting anxiously, looking to get their game going, but this game going to at least go to the bottom half. Called strike 3, and we'll be tied as we end the top of the 7th inning with 3 runs coming across for Mayport CG had Northwood. Tied up at 3 runs apiece, and bottom of the 7th, walk-off winning time for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Can they do it? We'll find out when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
First pitch popped up out of play. Fall ball, strike 1 to Grace Weibel. Weibel 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. Top of the order on deck here. Bottom of inning number 7 in a 3-3 ball game. Jaguars looking to walk off and walk into the state tournament. Pitch missing for ball 1. Weibel, then Richmond and Brink. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Riley Satcham. Ooh, a little flinch of a swing by Weibel, but didn't go around. Missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They're trying to get the winning run on base, and ooh, a chance here with a 3 ball, 2 strike count now as that one misses low on the inside edge. Riley Satcham rocks and delivers. This one popped up in the infield. It's hooking, and it is caught by the second baseman, Mesa Larson. And that will be out number 1. Brings up Abby Richmond. Richmond the hero on Friday night with the walk-off home run versus Grafton. Now she hits one high down the left field line, and that's well out of play. For a moment, I was seeing how much can the wind hook that one back in, but that one almost ended up on the baseball field. Now this one will be popped up, dies in the air, coming in, charging in, it will land and roll fall, and no one touched it. It bounces fall. It's a foul ball. Had that happen to us about 4 times yesterday, where a ball was hit up and fielder couldn't get to it but also didn't touch it, and it would end up rolling fall on this turf, and it ends up being now a no ball, 2 strike count. So Richmond, one more chance here. She'll take this one outside for a ball. She is 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. She also struck out her last time up. With 1 out here in this 7th inning. Ground ball left side, going fall. So Abby Richmond again walks back to the home plate, jogs back to home plate. And she'll face Riley Satcham now on the 5th pitch of her 4th at bat. Shelby Bring on deck, hoping to have a runner she can bring in. Check swing, held up outside for a ball. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaguars score, they win. It's as simple as it gets now as the ball misses low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The wind whipping up. Riley Satcham in the pitching circle, just got that ponytail flailing out behind her. She'll rock and deliver the full count pitch. Hit left side down the line, drifting foul off the dugout. Staying alive. There's out in front of that pitch. Richmond back in. Satcham with the rock deliver. This one pop back to the backstop. Another fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitches she's fouled off. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Trying to get on board. She is. Called strike 3. She thought it was ball 4. Umpire said it's strike 3. That's out number 2. Brings up Shelby Bring. Bring is 1 for 2 today with a sacrifice bunt, a strikeout, and a single. Her last time up, she singled and came in to score on the Cassie Paycheck RBI that brought in the first run of the game. Ball hit high, left side, left fielder, shortstop coming in, twisting in, and making the catch. Somehow ends up in the glove of Danica Hansen at third, and we get extra softball here today. No one wants their season to come to an end yet. We go to the 8th inning. Game here with a 3-3 ball game on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Top of the 8th inning, Mayport CG had Northwood. The Patriots, they're trying to do what they did last day, and that's plate some runs. Sally Moan leads off. 9-1 two-hitters. Danica Hansen, Mason Larson on deck. East Region softball today. Region 2 baseball had Northwood and Mayport CG are playing there at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. 2 outs, top of the 2nd, and Mayport CG leading 9-4 over Hatton Northwood in that game. The Mayport CG Hatton Northwood Patriots softball team was trailing 3-0 going into the 7th inning. They scored 3 runs and then didn't allow any to the Northern Cass Jaguars in the bottom of the 7th. And that's why we're sitting here in the top of the 8th with a 3-0 count. The number 9 hitter, Allie Moan, she's walked once, struck out twice in this game against Emily Anderson. So Anderson sets up and delivers the pitch up high, ball 4. Anderson there, that's her 8th walk of the game. Brings up top of the order, Danica Hansen. Hansen 0 for 4 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a pair of groundouts. She'll ground ball left side. We'll get the out at second. Relay to first. Off the glove and safe at first. Umpire started to say out, but then the ball off the glove, so a fielder's choice, then an error there as it bounced off the glove. And runner out at second for the out. Here's a ball hit, and relay to first is in time for out number 2. So Hansen gets the board at second base with nowhere to go. Larson grounds out. And that will bring up Riley Satcham. First pitch to her. Inside for a ball. 1 for 2 with a single. Infield single, a walk, a fly out, and a walk. She came around to score a run last inning. She'll take the pitch. Low for a ball. Riley Satcham, the pitcher, trying to give herself an opportunity to pick up a win in the bottom of the inning if she can get that runner in from second base. Danica Hansen standing out there as the go-ahead run. Ball hit, flared left side, drifting and going foul. Foul down that left field line was just a soft shot where it was going to drop in front of everyone, but dropping in foul territory. 2 balls and a strike to the Patriot pitcher. Riley Satcham at the plate. Raina Satcham on deck. 2 down, runner on second base. Pitch, right field. It comes in. It will drop in. They're going to send the runner around. The throw will not come to the plate, and the go-ahead run is across as Riley Satcham comes through with an RBI single here in the 8th inning. And Mayport CG has taken their first lead of the game. Northern Cass will now have to get the bats going and come back in the bottom of the inning. But first, you got to get out of the top of the inning and limit the damage in the ground that they got to make up. Raina Satcham now 0 for 4 with 3 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch scoots away from Paycheck, keeps it in front of her. 2 down, runner on first base. It's Riley Satcham at first base, Raina Satcham at the plate. Looking down, waiting for batter to get in the box. Now a pitch up high for a ball. 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th for Mayport CG. Hatton Northwood to take the lead as time called, and it's 2-1. Oh, okay. Add an extra pitch in the count there on the scoreboard. Ump sees it, says, hold on, we get it corrected. 2-0, now 2-1 on a swing and a miss. Runner on first base. Riley Satcham trying to, I don't know. She was willing to move earlier in the game. This time, though, staying put there at first base as a called strike 2. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raina Satcham steps in now with a 2-2 offering from Emily Anderson. Bounced and in the dirt, well, in the turf. Well, there's plenty of dirt rolling around here today, too, as we see over there. Maybe you can see in the camera there off the right field line. Got a farmer out doing some field work. He's got a nice dust trail out behind him. 3-2 offering. Ball 4. So Riley Satcham at second, Raina Satcham at first, and Isla Peterson comes to the plate. First, though, time called by Northern Cass as the Jaguars will talk it out. And let's see. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Raina Satcham, as Parker Strand will come in to run at first. So Parker Strand in at first.
Parker Strand, courtesy runner.
And 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Isla Peterson to the plate, and she came through with an RBI double. Her last at bat after falling behind 0-2. This pitch jumps away from the catcher Paycheck on a pitch in the turf and allows the runners to move up. Hatcham safe at third. The pass ball, and Parker Strand safe at second on the pass ball. Peterson ahead, 1-0. Looking for some insurance. She'll hit it towards shortstop. Got a field in behind the runner. Good job by Nelson to field. Throw over to first in time. And that will be out number 3. But Mayport CG takes their first run of the game, or first lead of the game with a run. They lead 4-3. Bottom of 8 coming up. Northern Cass at the plate when we return on yourliveevent.com.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
First pitch popped up, playable behind the plate, drifting over to the first base line and caught by the catcher, Raina Satram, as Morgan Nelson pops out for out number 1 in foul territory. And that's 1/3 of the way to Mayport CG coming from behind to try and advance to the state tournament. Brings up Cassie Paycheck. She's 2 for 3 today with a strikeout and a pair of singles. She'll swing and miss on this pitch. Paycheck also with an RBI and a run scored back in that 3-run 6th inning. Pitch called strike. 0-2. Paycheck looking in, and getting the signs there from Coach Bush down at third. Delivery swung on, ground ball toward short, picked up by Gendrich. Throw over to first is in time to get the runner. Good by Peterson to glove it, and that's out number 2. 1 out away for Mayport CG, Hatton Northwood. Emily Anderson. Here are the pitchers. She's thrown 155 pitches. Now she's trying to do something with the bat. She picked up an RBI and a sacrifice fly her last time. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout of fielder's choice and a sacrifice fly RBI. First pitch is ball 1. And this one popped up in the infield, playable, drifting, and that's it. Mayport CG had Northwood advances. They come from behind, trailing 3-0 in the top of the 7th. They score 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and they advance to the state tournament. Your final score on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard: Mayville Portland CG Hatton Northwood wins 4-3 over Northern Cass. On yourliveevent.com. Stay tuned. Our post-game report comes up next.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Your final score in game number 1, Mayport CG had Northwood with a 8-inning, 4-3 win over the Northern Cass Jaguars. And they move on in advance to the state tournament representing the Class B East region. Our game summary in this one, both teams had opportunities in the first 5 innings. Could not connect as we were scoreless going into the 6th. In fact, scoreless going into the bottom of the 6th. That's when Northern Cass got on the board as they scored 3 runs. 2 of them were unearned runs after an error. A couple of errors in the inning as well, actually, by Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. Allowed 3 runs to score. Big hits being an RBI single from Cassie Paycheck, a sacrifice fly from Emily Anderson, and a RBI groundout from Allie Slinger. And unable to get runs until that point, they went into the 7th leading 3-0. Top of the 7th, Mayport CG Hatton Northwood. They did well. After first batter goes down, Mesa Larson with a triple. She gets aboard in scoring position. She would come in to score on a Raina Satcham RBI groundout. Between them, Riley Satcham had walked, and she would go to second on that groundout. Isla Peterson would then double to bring in a run and put the runner in scoring position at third base. After a walk to Kylie Carpenter, Cora Gensrich would come up. She would single and bring in that tying run to make it 3-3 going to the bottom of the 7th. Northern Cass goes down 1-2-3 in the 7th. Mayport CG comes back in the 8th. Leadoff walk and then an error puts a runner aboard for Mayport CG. RBI single from Riley Satcham scores Danica Hansen, who reached on that error. And that would be the only run they needed as Mayport CG Hatton Northwood sends the Northern Cass Jaguars down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And they come from behind for the 4-3 victory and advance to the state tournament. Brings us to our... Well, that is your game summary and brings us to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Connection in this one. Here we'll go to the starting pitcher for Mayport CG Hatton Northwood as Riley Satcham goes 8 innings complete, gives up 3 runs, just 1 earned run. A dozen strikeouts in this one, 12 strikeouts versus 6 hits, and no walks. No walks in the game for Riley Satcham. She is your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection here today. Discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone Company online, halsteadtel.com. So we continue with our post-game report. Get you ready for game number 2 between Grafton and Kindred Richland. That's coming up. Here, let's also talk our RDK Enterprises precision play in the game with RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough, and Drayton. When you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit with the guys at RDK Enterprises. Go online, planterdoc.com. Precision in this one, go to that 7th inning, and Mayport CG with 2 outs, needing a hit, needing a run. Isla Peterson delivers with an RBI double after she fell behind with a 1-2 count and able to double to get in a run. She would also score a run that inning, be the tying run, and that would allow them to continue the game and eventually come out to win in 8th. So in that pressure situation, coming through with precision, you can be precise with RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough, and Drayton. Take a quick break, come back, get you some final scores when we return on YourLiveEvent.com. Mayport CG Hatton Northwood 4-3 winners over Northern Cass.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Welcome back to your post-game report. Mayport CG had to Northwood with the 4-3 win over Northern Cass, our final in 8 innings here today. As our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game presentation, we bring you now with Enbridge Energy and the Line 3 Replacement Project. Here you can learn more with the project and also the safety precautions they're taking. Enbridge.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy with your Energy Player of the Game in this one. Our Player of the Game will go to from Mayport CG had Northwood, Riley Satcham, as in the pitching circle. She'll get the win. 8 innings complete on 106 pitches. 1 earned run allowed. 3 runs total allowed. 12 strikeouts, 6 hits, no walks given up. Also at the plate, she would go 2 for 3 at the plate with a run scored. Also the game-winning RBI and 2 walks and a stolen base here today, as she will be our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Our final stats here today, starting with the Northern Cass Jaguars. Abby Richmond went 2 for 4 at the plate with a pair of singles and a stolen base. Shelby Bring would be 1 for 3 with a run scored. Morgan Nelson was 0 for 4 at the plate with a run scored. Cassie Paycheck would go 2 for 4 at the plate with an RBI. It would be Emily Anderson 0 for 3 today with an RBI and also a sacrifice fly. Allie Slinger going 0 for 3 at the plate. Louise Sand 1 for 3 with a double. It was Mackenzie Anderson 0 for 3. Grace Weibel 0 for 3 today. Abby Weibel came in as a courtesy runner. She scored 1 run for Northern Cass. Defensively, the Jaguars had 3 errors in the game. Pitching-wise, the loss will go to Emily Anderson. 8 innings on 155 pitches, 4 runs given up, 3 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 7 hits, 9 walks, and 1 hit batter in the game. For Northern Cass, it was 3 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors, 5 runners left on base. For Mayport CG had to Northwood, Danica Hansen at the plate would go 0 for 5 with a run scored. Mesa Larson would be 2 for 4 with a run scored. She had a triple and a walk. Riley Satcham would be 2 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI and walk twice plus stole a base. Raina Satcham 0 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. Allie Peterson 1 for 5 today with a run scored, a double, an RBI. Was Kylie Carpenter 0 for 1 today with 3 walks in the ballgame. Cora Jendrich would be 1 for 4 today with an RBI. Mara Judish would be 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch in her at-bats. Allie Moan would be 0 for 2 with 2 walks in today's game. Parker Strand would come in as a courtesy runner as well. Fielding-wise, Mayport CG had Northwood with 3 errors in the game. Pitching, it was Riley Satcham going the distance. She'll get the win. 8 innings pitched on 106 pitches. 3 runs, 1 earned run given up. 12 strikeouts, 6 hits, no walks allowed in the win for Mayport CG had to Northwood. Patriots get the win. They will move on to the state tournament. They'll be joined by Thompson and Central Cass, who play our championship game tonight, and the winner of our next game between Grafton and Kindred Richland. As we sign off, get you transition over for that game coming up next with YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for watching here today. We appreciate your viewership. Also appreciate All these sponsors you've seen throughout our broadcast coverage, we ask them to offer whenever possible. Please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here with our coverage. We'll be back shortly here with game number 2 between Grafton, Kindred, Richland, but game number 1 ends in extra innings. Your final in 8 innings. Mayport CG Hatton Northwood with the 4-3 victory over Northern Cass on YourLiveEvent.com.